Hello, hello. This is Creating Cards with Sherry. I'm Sherry, and I'm so glad that you have joined me today for my Simple Sunday video. We are going to make a really simple card that looks like this. Now, I don't have a name for it, but I'm going to show you how simple it is to put it together. It's a lot of fun. All right, what you're going to need, well, I'm going to tell you what all is in this, and then we'll get started. For the gems, these little things right here. I use the adhesive backed solid gems. All right. And we'll be adding those. Then I'm using the wild wheat 3/8 inch textured ribbon. For our colors today, we'll be using the tuxedo black memento, lemon lolly, pecan pie, and garden green. All right, and then in this card, I used the color and contour die set. That's what made my label. I used this little um, die cut there. And then the stamp sets that I used, obviously my go-to one is the go-to greetings. I love this stamp set. I have used it quite often lately. I used some stamps from the Color and Contour stamp set as well. And we are using stamps from Cheerful Daisies. So I am going to go ahead and get started with that. What you will need is, of course, to cut out with the dies your little label. Then you'll need a piece of basic white that is 3 by 4 3/4. You'll need two sheets, 5 1/4 by 4. One will be your basic white, and one will be the color of your choice that coordinates with your base card at 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored and folded at 4 1/4. So that's all you're going to need. And we're going to get started, and we're going to start by stamping like we always do. So I'm going to go ahead and take those off. And we will do our sentiment right away. It was my dad's birthday earlier this week. I sang to him when I called him. He thought that was kind of nice. All right, now our daisies, I'm showing you a two-step process because the stamps are made that way. One stamp has very detailed lines in it and so on and so forth to give you the outline of the flower. And to make this card, what I did is, I gotta make sure that I get this. Okay. Just went over to the far left-hand upper corner as far as I could, and I placed this down. Then I turned my piece over, and I did the same thing on this side. Very easy to do. Okay, now the second step to making this is to get the other daisy that is solid. It doesn't have quite the detail as, or the outline of the flower in it. And that I'm using my lemon lolly for. And you just line up, let's see, line it up over the outline. You'll have to find where that all is. Then you just press down, and voila, you have your flower colored in. Looks really nice. All right, then we're going to do that again with this one. And that's the two-step process. I'm going to pull out a center that I can put in there as well. And I'm going to use my pecan pie to do that. And this is also in the Cheerful Daisies set. The trick with this one is getting it centered right, and it's not real easy, but it's possible. All right, so we've got that one and the second one. Oh, let's try that again. I didn't get the last half in there. There we go. All right. Then what I did, just to fill in all this white space, is I took my garden green and I took out of the color contour set. They had, whoops, not that one. They had just a stamp set that was just a bunch of speckles, and you'll find that in some of your stamp sets. And whenever you can do that, they work as a really nice filler to your stamp set. So in other words, I can just fill in all around the white stuff to just add a little more color to it. Then it doesn't look quite so empty. Okay, so that's what I did there. Then the other stamping that I did is I took my inside base card, or the inside for my base card, and I took the lemon lolly again, and with a smaller set of daisies, I don't know if I got it out of there. I had used it on black at one time, and it's been hard to get the black out. Now, see, I still have some other color in there. I don't know what the deal is. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It makes the daisies nice. If you don't like it, you can flip it over and use the other side, which is what I might do until I can figure out what happened here. Okay, so anyway, that's just for the inside of the card. When you stamp something inside, it just adds a little bit of color in there to border with it, and it's real nice. So you can definitely do that. Let's see, I'm going to use my stamp and seal if I can find where I put it. Here it is. It's underneath everything. And I'm going to go ahead and put this down. I'm going to see if I can figure out what in the world's going on with that stamp, and I'll fix it later. Just keep in mind that something like that is really nice to do. All right. Then I took my stamped piece, and I'm going to use my stamp and seal, and I'm going to put that right here. And I'm just going to kind of center this towards the left-hand side of the card because my sentiment's going to go over towards the right. So I want to make sure that it all lays nicely. And before I get started on that, I'm going to take my ribbon and I am going to line it up in the middle there. And I'm going to put some glue on either side. All right, this wants to be stubborn now. Listen. Line it up, make sure it's centered, and then you can put that right on there. We'll turn it off if you want to. However, this part of the card is going to be hidden. So you can go ahead. My goodness. There we go. And place that right there. And then we're going to put this in here, and I'm going to use my Stampin' Dimensionals to place my sentiment on. And I'm not going to place this on the ribbon because if I do, it tips back and forth. So I'm going to put it just below. So it looks like that. And then we're just going to tie this extra piece over here to make just kind of a tied on ribbon, if you might want to call it. And it, because you're tying it on, you can adjust it wherever you want it centered or put on the card. It does get a little funky. You have to cut it down. I have glue on my fingers, and so my hand is sticking to everything. There you go. And there you have your card. Very simple, very nice. Now I did one with the burlap ribbon and one with the wild wheat ribbon. And you'll have to let me know which one you like best. I couldn't make up my mind which ribbon to use. So if you want, in the comment section, let me know which one you like best. Then I'll know how to do the next one. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you noticed how simple that is. I'm going to add, before I forget here, my embellishments. These are, whoops, these are the adhesive backed solid gems. All right. So we're just going to put a few of those on here. There. Little one on here. So there you have it. Now we have a completed card. All right, as I was saying, thanks for joining me today. It's been a delight to show you how to make that very simple daisy two-step card. And I guess I came up with a name for it. Um, and if you have any questions, leave comments below. Let me know what you thought, what ribbon you liked better. And you can always go to my, if you've seen any products that you want, you can go to my shop to purchase those at creatingcardswithsherry.stampinup.net. Be sure to use the host code FZS7QX3T. It's a new host code this month, so make sure that you get that correct. Later on today on my blog, I will have all of the measurements and products listed and for this particular card, so you can find that information there. All right, thank you so much. You have a wonderful Sunday and a great weekend, and I will see you on Tuesday for the Tickle Tuesday video. Bye now.